Hi guys, go and call your people. Tell them that we are here waiting for them. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, so let's give them few more minutes to join and then we'll start. Shay, I should play song for you people.
Which kind of song?
Few more minutes and they'll join.
You reggae
Play Charlie Poppy.
Nah, I don't do Shali Poppy.
You say you want to play song that.
I swear I know them. I swear I know. Gee, I swear I know them.
Help me play this song. When we pray, He answers us.
Okay, so I think I gave someone Mary, can you make me the host? Just click on me, my picture, you see more, and then just make me the host. I swear I know. Mm. Hi Mary, are you here?
Hi, Buma. I already made you host.
Oh, okay. So I think I left the call and it actually got to someone else. Hi Mary. Looks like Mary went to buy something. Okay. All right, thank you. So in 2 minutes we'll start. We cannot wait for more than 15 minutes. So anywhere they join us, we'll take it from there. he can. All right, guys. I said we're going to start from here today. Okay, let me share and start recording. Okay, so it's recording. Are we here? If you're here, just a thumbs up or just on the chat so that I know that you can hear me and I'm not breaking. All right, I can see you. Joshua is here. Anu is here. The rest of us, are we still eating? I thought by now would have been done. Okay, I can see the chat. All right. Oh, ready when I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh. All right, so I said yesterday that we are going to start from here, right? And we want to see how we would be able to use this to ideate as a team. So let's assume that the core of our company, our company's vision at this point is to help food delivery, and some of the issues we've been able to get from it is that consumers face delay when they want to get food, and from the restaurant owners, right, we were able to we're able to figure out that they struggle to maintain quality and streamline their operation. So let's assume that this is what we've come up with. This is our problem statement, right? Now we could all decide that let's start brainstorming on this. We know that this is an issue. So what are the things that we are now going to do based on these issues that we've identified? So now I would come here, I would duplicate this by using Control D, and I'll come here and I would have some questions, and those questions will be how might we. So we'll start with two, like we'll have two how might we, and that's because we have two categories of people. So we'd say how might we help food vendors. So let's start with this. To reduce the size of this, I just need to click on this font size, and then I can reduce it to medium as I want. So let me do this, and I would have this here, and this should be bold. And then I want to now do, what are the other people, the other set of users, what are we going to call them? How might we help food? Is it people that use food delivery? What can we call them? Yes, I know we would have it. So what name should we call them? We have food vendors. Is it food purchasers? Guys, suggest. This one is English, not my mother's tongue.
Consumers, oh,
Okay, yes.
Customers.
consumer.
Food consumers. You people said is there. Food consumers. So we have this set of people. Now, because we're a team, we need to, I think this is too big. Let me reduce the size. Let's use 30, yeah. And yeah. So this is okay. So I want some persons to, if you're on your laptop, and you're on your laptop, just drop your email address so that we'll do this together. Drop your email address so that I'll add you to this team. Okay, we have Precious. So if I want to add somebody on the team, I just need to click on share, and then I'll put in the person's email address, and you can see, can edit. Okay, Precious, this, I pasted the wrong email address. Okay, yeah. So invite, Precious, I've invited you. Okay, Damilari. Oh, So let me just invite everybody. So I'll just copy everybody. So once I do this, I do enter. Well, so once you do enter, you'll be able to add more people. Oh. So I'll Biageli, copy. Okay. Adiola. Oh, what did I just do? Oh. So let's take it. Let me take it back. Okay. I've gone to delete by mistake. Enter. Enter. So this is, I might not be able to, okay, I can add everybody. So Lizzie. So if I add you here, you would walk. Oh, hey, we have a lot of people. So guys, right, so that I don't make this so full, I won't be able to add everybody myself. So this is what I will do. So I'm just showing you how to add, then I'll send the link. So this is it. Now I have all of you, right? I'll just invite everybody. So I've invited everybody. So for the rest of you, I won't be able to do this. So I'll just come here and say anyone, right, can edit. Anyone with the link. So I'm going to save this and then I'll copy the link. So I've copied the link and I'll send to all of you. So you join yourself instead of me adding everybody. So I've sent the link. So you can just join by clicking on that link. So, but let me see how many persons have accepted the invites. Okay, so we have just 2 persons here. Dan UX, Precious. So where are all the people that have added to this team, to the team? So even if I did not add you, click on the link and come on board.
I'm there.
Adiola has joined. Okay. Anonymous. Anonymous has joined. All right, so this is what we are going to do, right? So first of all, let's run through the tools. I was doing this yesterday before we ended the class. So this is your menu bar. Now, if you click here, you'll be able to see all the menus from back to files, quick action, file menu. When you come to file menu, you see new FigJam file, new design file, new slide. You'd see import, so you can import, you can save to your, you can save a local copy. Then you can, so when they mean save a local copy, it means you can save this file to your computer. So just the way you can save Microsoft documents, then you can also save to version history. So let's assume that you've been working on this project for 4 months, and because you've been working on it and you've been making changes, right? These changes, Figma is real time change. It does read time savings, right? Auto save. So because it's doing auto save, and maybe you want something from let's say Tuesday. I want something from Tuesday, and because of all the changes I've made, I can't see it. You can go back to version history. That means go back, you'd see all the times you logged in on Figma and worked, and then it will show you all the work you've done so far, and you can now go back to the day you are looking for. Then you can show version history, the same thing. Save is, it has to open and then you save it. For show, it will show you all, and then you can click save. Then you can export as PNG, you can export as PDF, or anything you want to export as, right? And then you can edit using, if you go to edit, you see your undo, redo, copy as, paste over selection, find, next, previous, and all of these things, right? These things are really not important because you might end up not using it. There's no need coming to edit to do control. Who is drawing already? There's no need coming to edit to do control Z when you can easily do it. So object, so the task for you is just go and look all of these things. So under object, right, you can show dot grid, you can show property label, show UI, and zoom in, zoom out, and all of that, right? So under preference, you can change the color of your Figma to dark mode or light mode of your FigJam, and then you can download the desktop version, that if you want help an account. And now this is your title bar. So this is where you can rename your work. You can rename your work to anything you want. So let's say, because this is our first this, let's say food delivery solution. So this is food delivery solution. All you need to do is to click on it and double click, and you can rename it. Then you can save it. You can add different pages like page 1, page 2. Then you can collapse panel. Now this is our so what should I call this banner? So just take this bar as the bar where you get to, or let's say this is your house. This is where you know all the people that are in the house with you, and this is where you can invite people to come to the house. So this is where our party is happening, and if you click on it, you can see everybody in the party. You can either okay, so let me close this. So you can see everybody in the party. You can decide to spotlight Precious. So you want to be seeing Precious on standby, or you can decide to do anything you want to do, right? All the people that are on this team, you can see them here. And this, you can invite more people. You can start a conversation. So let's say I click on start a conversation. So my microphone is on. I can start talking. Can anybody hear me from your Figma?
Yes.
Okay, so I can start a conversation, I can end a conversation, I can leave a conversation. So we can all see all of those things. And then this is where you can generate, that's AI. You can use AI to generate anything you want to do, right? And then this is your template. So if you click on template, you'll be able to get different templates like daily sync. Remember that this is for collaboration. So you can do daily stand-up with this. You can do team meeting agenda. You can decide to create a team meeting and then have agenda. So any of these templates, you can easily choose it. You can come here, choose meeting template. You can choose diagram templates, planning templates, brainstorming templates, and any template that you want, right? And then here is your comment section where you can drop comments for everybody and then they get to see it. Now, this is your timer. This is where you could set time and say, okay, we should do this in 5 minutes, or we should do this in 10 minutes. And everybody would be on that call. You can set time, you can play music. So when I mean music, it's not doing me all of those things. You can play sounds, and then you can share. I've already showed us the process of sharing. Is either you share by putting their email address and inviting them, or you share by copying the link and first of all change it to anybody can edit. That's if you want people to come on the board and edit, and then you copy the link and share to them. Because if you have 100 people on your team, for instance, which I know is not possible. Okay, it's possible for big companies, right? You have 100 people on your team. You can't be adding 100 people one after the other. It would be stressful. So you can just copy the link and send to them. Now, this is our toolbar. this is where all our tools that we want to use. Our move to is generally is, so I call it the cleanser or the water. Now, the reason why it's the cleanser, just have this scenario in your mind. For any time you eat food, before you pick, sorry, so let's say you want to eat, so you are eating soup and then you're done eating soup and you want to pick, what's it called? You want to now pick. Guys, please, one person should just be assisting me on the chat. Just be my go-to on the chat so that I don't get to be looking at the chat. Look at questions on the chat, answer. But if it's something that you cannot answer, you can bring it, you can unmute and bring to my notice so that I would get to answer it. Should I appoint somebody to help me do that? Because Amina is asking for the link to join the Figma. So I think Precious, you can help me. Just send the link back. Okay, thank you, Adeyemi. Um, so if you want to pick another tool, remember that as you're working with different tools, right, you have to drop it before you pick another one, just like your Photoshop and all of that. So let's say you're working with rectangle and you want to pick circle. Now, the right thing for you to do is to go and clean your hands before you pick. So this is our move to. This is what helps us to select to, sorry, it helps us to wash our hands from any tool that we have. It now gives us a neutral background to pick another tool. And then this is our hand tool. You can use your hand tool to, when you have a lot of things, you can use it to like carry your screen. So you can see it. I'm using it to carry my screen. That's the work of the hand tool. And then when I'm done, I do this. Then this is our marker. Marker, you can sign your signature here. You can sign your signature if you want. So once I'm done, I can easily delete it. Now under the marker, you have marker, you have highlighter, you have tape, you have eraser, you have different colors that you can choose from. So that's it for marker. And then we have the sticky notes where you can create different sticky notes. Sticky notes, you can create different sticky notes for yourself and just drag it out. Once you are done, just drag it out here and you would see your sticky note. And then we have the shape tool where you can draw your rectangle, circle, diamond, triangle, downside triangle, and any shape you want to write. And then you can draw your straight lines and connect them. And then we have our text tool. This is what you use to write anything you want to write. And then we have our section. Now, in Figma, on Figma, this is FigJam, or what we call section is like what we use to demarcate what we used to set boundaries when we design. So let's say, for instance, if you stay in a 3-bedroom flat or you stay in a family house, you know that the father's room is different from the children's room. Parents' room normally different from children's room. So this is what you now use to maybe do demarcation. If you go to offices, right, you see them write the names of each office on the door: admin office, CEO's office, conference room, and all of that. So this section is what we use to create that. So you can see that there's a section. So I can decide to say this is our conference room. So this is our conference room. Now, the good thing about it is you can make it as big as you want to house anything you want to house. So let's assume that this thing now we want to do, right? Let's put it in our conference room. Let it be in our conference room. So if you are creating something, I'm going to be deleting it so that when it's time for you to create, I'll let you know. So let's assume that, okay, this is not our conference room. Let's say this is our ideation board. And we've created this, so I can expand this to any way I want. Can expand it and I'll say, everybody, this is where we'll be working. So this how my tree, I'm bringing it down here and I'm bringing this one down here. Okay, so yeah, we are good to go. Okay, we are good to go. Those people that are creating things, what are we creating? So let's say this is it. And now we have our, so I say everybody, this is where we are working on this ideation board. And now this is our this section, right? This is our table. You can create table by coming here, adding more column to it. So you want to create different tables, you can use that to create table. But now we don't need table. And then this is our stamp. Under stamp, you can decide to stamp. Do you know what you use stamp for, right? You have thumbs up, you have love, you have +1, you have anything you want, right? And then this is our section. It's called templates, right? Just like I showed you templates here. So you could get different templates from here, from stickers to templates to widgets to plugins. Anything you want, you can get it here. And that's it all about our toolbar. So now let's do a little brain work, right? So we have this, how might we help food vendors? So let's do this. Let's start creating. So everybody, right, you can now create a sticky note. So you can now create a sticky note. Create a sticky note and bring it down here. Please don't go to how might we help consumers. Let's not go to consumers first. So let's do food vendor. So what we'll do, we'll arrange it, right? So this is number 2. Guys, just wait. Let me explain first. So this is second one. So this is pressure. So the next person should come, which is Obiageli, creates under me. The next person should create under pressures. The next person should create under Obiageli. So let's arrange it like that. Yeah. So ensure that you drag it till it is equal. Yes. But so also ensure that it is aligned. See, as I'm aligning everything, just drag it till you see the line and drop it. Yes. So I'll be seeing everybody's name. So what we'll do now is, now that we have this, right, how might we help food vendors? So you can now try to help food vendors. Put in your opinion, how you think that we can help food vendors. So just type what you feel like we can do. Okay, so I think I have. So how might we help food vendors? So my solution will be offer marketing and branding to help them create. So this is my own solution. You need to offer marketing and branding workshop or services to help food vendors create appealing logos, packaging, and social media presence to attract more customers. This is my own idea. So another person's idea can be create a digital platform where they can do this, help them access funds. So any idea, anything you feel like we can do for them. So let me increase this. Okay. That's all I said to show. Help them access funding and grants. All right, so okay, so I think now the next thing is I need to add a timer to this. Let's use 10 minutes for this. 10 minutes so that everybody will be fast. Start timer. So I've started the timer. We have 10 minutes. Many other person that is bringing idea, 10 minutes. Let's keep expanding this. So you see that the timer is counting. We have 9 minutes more. So all ideas, anything, if you feel like you still need to add more, just add it. Okay. Dan, why are you going to create on top of our screen? Should I delete this one that you have here? Okay. So Precious, let me move yours to this. Please type in here. I cannot see your name. Okay, Dan, this is yours right after Adiola. So Emmanuel, I don't think I can see your name on it. How did you copy your sticky note that your name is not showing? Anyways, it does not really matter. But it would be nice that we see your name just like we can see everybody's name so that we'll know who has this. Sorry, Amina, you said you joined this group and you cannot do anything. So what we are doing is you just need to pick up a sticky note. Pick up a sticky note. This is where you can pick up a sticky note. Down here, your toolbar. So pick up a sticky note and ensure that when you're dropping it, don't drop it in front of anybody. So Emmanuel, let's do this back. Delete, just copy this. Click on all of this, copy this, Control C. Then come back here, right? Delete this one that you have here. Then come back here and pick the sticky note like this so that it will appear with your name. Click and drag. Click and drag. Because like this now, we cannot see that it's you. You see that every other person has their name written on it when they bring out their sticky notes. So this is where you pick it. This is where you pick your sticky note here. Just click on it and drag it out. It will come out with your name. So I think you people, you are duplicating another person. So, okay, yes, Emmanuel, you can see that you've created the one with your name. So Mary, do the same thing. Come here, click and drag out. So you know what? Because this is becoming long, I think we can just do this here. So everybody, you can come back to arrange your work. Let me just arrange. Don't worry, let me arrange it for you people. Let me arrange it here. Okay. So let me arrange it so that it will not be very long. Wisdom. Yeah, so just drag it here. Thank you guys. Just drag it and go to so that we don't have a lot. Precious, this is still yours. Precious, I think you should delete this and drag it out again. so that we can see your name. Because this is what, let's assume that they are using this to pay salary, including you, Esther. I can see that, Esther, your sticky note does not have your name. So imagine that they are using it to pay salary. Some of you will not receive salary because we cannot see your contribution. What's up? Okay. I will just tell you sorry. Oh, oh. So are we done? Okay, let's I don't even need to ask if we are done. I just need to look at my timer. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. So someone is asking a question on the WhatsApp group. B, you just need to click on this sticky notes and just drag it out and add your idea. Who is helping me on the chat? Is there any chat? Okay, no, there's no chat. No, it's not only people that were added to the team. As far as you have the link, the Figma link, you can. I already sent that link. Join the team and start generating idea. But we have 3 minutes more. Okay, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay. So 30 seconds, 10 minutes is done. So if you're typing, you can stop typing. Mary, I see that you still did not. So I think this is how you do it. When you click on the sticky note, drag it out, it will come out with something on your name. So try dragging it out, Mary. Let's see first. Drag out one sticky note with your name. Let me see something. Leave that one that you've done before. Just come and drag a new one. I just want to confirm something. Mary, have you tried it? So Mary, if you're on this call, just let me know. Answer yes and tell me your what you're facing. So after Mary, the person, I think Esther too. Esther, leave that one that you've done. Drag out a different one and let me see. At some point, you guys need to start unmuting, please, so that I will know. It will not be nice that we move on from here and not everybody gets it. Mary, are you here? Thank you, Damilari. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who has this idea to help solicit for funds through a community fundraising initiative? Okay, I think we should, since nobody is answering, right? I'm just assuming that even the people that have not gotten it, everybody has gotten it. Apart
Oh my,
from that
good
is saying,
afternoon.
yeah, good afternoon.
Sorry, I didn't get how we got to that sticky note part. Can you please just let me move your cursor, please?
You did what?
I didn't get the aspect of going to that sticky note. Where to get the sticky note?
Where to get the sticky note? This is it. Just
Yes.
carry your cursor
Sticky note
down here. You see sticky note. The thing
by
is,
the
once
side
you
of the
don't carry your
pencil.
mouse, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Hello.
can. Yes, I can.
So
I'm
even
listening.
if you want to bring your mouse here, you would even see it.
I go happy. No, I need this one. I need this one. This one. No, I did it. I don't finish. One of these from
Okay, so those of you that have not seen it, have you been able to get it now? All right, guys. Now the next thing I want us to do is, okay, I can see who is this? All right, guys, I think we should all stop. So after you finish writing, just stop so that I know how many persons. All right. So the next thing now is we've all given our ideas here, right? But the gospel truth or the truth of it is that we cannot all we cannot use this whole idea for our research or anything we want to do. So that is where um voting now comes in, right? Remember that all we have been doing is ideation. We cannot decide to take the three best ideas or the two best ideas. But how do we determine the three best idea so far? Okay, I can see Emory is writing his own, all right. To help solicit for fund. Who is this person? You see that I don't know who wrote this, who is suggesting this. Mary, I've said it over time that you should drag out another sticky note that would have your name instead of you writing your name like this. And if you're finding it difficult, please let us know so that I'll know what to say, how to assist. But you're not saying anything and it's still the same way. Can you see that every other person's own is different from what you have? I can see everybody's name. Okay, Wisdom, what you can do is to reduce the size of this here.
Okay, the font.
Yes, reduce the font. You see that your font is on medium 20. You can reduce it to small. Can you see I've helped you to reduce it? And you can
Okay.
also reduce it. You can also remove the bold that is on it. And then you can keep it here and increase this one. You want it to be like others. So you can now increase it from down to be like others. So you see that we are all using different font size. This one is font size 16. Yours is font size 18. So depending on the font size you're using. Eloho, I think this is yours. You still have not taken a new so I'm just going to now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete anybody that their name is not there, starting from Mary. I can't see your name on it. Eloho, I'm also going to delete it since we don't want to do okay. Oh. You have said it since now, and I thought is you just don't want to do it, not knowing that your system is off. So, but I've deleted it. Sorry, you did not see it quick. So guys, everybody, you can now stop doing what you are doing. Don't worry. I've gotten your idea. I just need to. So I've gotten everybody's idea.
Yeah, I'm so my.
Your name, right?
Let me
After
see.
you add your name, is automatic now.
He said he's in his email. Because when he was logging in, he didn't put his name from the Zoom login. I guess.
Oh no, I don't think that's the reason why. And I don't know why your own name is small. Why is your name small?
Okay, this other guy.
Yeah, I can see that you're the only person that your name is so small, so tiny. And this is 16. I'm trying to reduce everybody's. So, right, let's leave it at this, whether it's arranged or not. Guys, stop right typing. Joshua, please, no need again. It's okay. Let's just go to the timing part. You know that you can be sent to do this in your office. You can be the one to arrange this, and you would always not be the one to like just type. So now next thing is, like I said, we cannot use the whole idea. We can't use every idea here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Government. Okay. So now the next thing is, Paul, you're having issues to join FigJam. You just need to click on the link and you will join, except you don't have Figma account. Now, next thing is I want us to do like a voting section. So this is how guys just listen up for us to create that. Because of the Muslim guys, what time would you go for break? What time are you going for break?
Please, you guys should unmute your mic and answer. There's no time, please.
You.
So what time, so that we know when we can go on break? What time are you guys going to pray?
I think it's 2 o'clock.
Okay. So if it's 2 o'clock, we can go for break now, right? Guys, you people should answer. There's no time. I don't know why we're shy. Is it not the same? Is it because my video is not on? Is the same me that you see in class now. It's supposed to be interactive. It's the same thing that used to happen during physical class. You should not kill my morale. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Before I will now start doing teacher and I'll just be talking and I will not be sending anybody.
Don't worry, I'll be talking now. I'll be assisting you with the talk.
Exactly. Thank you. That's the spirit. So that I know that I'm not alone here.
I'll
So
be
what
hype
are we
man for
saying?
you.
Are we going? So what are we saying? Are we going for break now, or they are no longer praying so that we can continue?
Miriam and the rest of our Muslim brothers, say something now.
I guess they've gone to pray already.
Okay, they have
That's
already.
it. I
Oh,
think so.
they've gone.
And let me see.
Someone
Okay, so I think
someone said by
let's
2
go.
Okay, let's go to.
Yeah. Let's go for them so
Sorry,
that
if
we'll
we
be
if
back
we
by.
if we turn off our laptop, will it resume from where we stop if we turn it on back?
Okay, so two ways to go on break is either you leave the Zoom meeting and come back. So even if you turn off your laptop, you leave the Zoom meeting and come back after 30 minutes. But if you have enough internet, you can still chill on the Zoom call. Like me now, I'm not going to leave the Zoom meeting. I'll still be there. Yeah, but I'll just stop recording so that.
If we leave, we'll just go in.
All right, so guys, I think the next thing, can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you, man.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we are going to do. So after we are done with this, right, the next thing for us is for us to vote. So this is how you can vote on your system. You just need to come here and then go to widget and type voting and type voting. So once you type voting, you see different voting sections. So I like using this one, which is ready, set, vote. And then you just say set up voting section. It will now ask you what topic are you voting on. Remember that we are voting on food delivery solution. So I'll just put it here. Solution. Then I'll say where are we voting on? We are not voting on entire board, so I'm voting on selected object. So what I will do is I'll just select this object. These are the things we want to vote on. So I'll select everybody's option here. And then once I've selected it, I'll now say um how many votes per individual. I just want one vote per person. And how long are we going to do this voting section? We are going to do it in for 10 minutes, and then I would say start voting section. Once I click on start voting section, right, it's going to create a vote. If you come to this part of the screen, you would see the votes, the voting section. So what will happen now is people can now join to vote. So I'll read through now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read through. Remember that it's 10 minutes. I'm going to read through all of the ideas that we have. And remember that I can only vote for one idea, or except you want to make it 2 or 3, depending on what you want to do. But I can only vote for one idea. That way we want to select the best idea. So after reading through, I think I prefer Adiola Adeyemo idea, which is create a platform where food vendors can order quality food. Food vendors, what are we doing? How might we help food vendors? Okay, quality food stuff. Oh, I don't think this is what I want. Help them, help them with a digital branding strategy. Create this. Okay, so I think I would go with Emory's own. So I'm going to just vote on it. So when you see it, I voted. So if you're on this board, you can come and vote. I can see that we are 5, so you can come and vote.
I'm sorry, ma. I discovered that my own name is not showing underneath my board. What could be the issue?
So I told you to change that several times. So this is what you do. You need to click on this and drag it out. Once you drag it out, you would see it with your name before you can start writing. If you don't see it with your name, delete it and do it. But because I've already started the voting section, we'll just have to vote like that. So guys that are here, just read through and vote anyone. Remember, we have just 8 minutes to complete that.
Please, sorry, man. I have a question, man.
Okay.
Yeah, please, I want you to come again on this aspect of voting. Yes, I know I'm going to click on the icon below here, but then the processes afterwards is where I got it confused.
Which process?
I mean, yes, if you
Okay.
want to, can you hear me,
So
ma?
yeah, I can hear you. Someone has deleted my voting section. All right, so let's start from afresh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's start back. Please, nobody should type on the board again so that we don't it does not affect what we are doing. So if I want to start a voting section, let me see, I need to stop this timer. And that's because the voting section has been deleted and I don't know who deleted it. So I'm going to stop the
Ma,
timer.
I think I was probably the one that deleted it. Sorry, I didn't know what I was deleting.
Say no
I'm so
problem.
sorry.
So let's start it back, right? You've even helped another person to answer the question, because so what you need to do is come here, click on it, and then if it's not under widget, go to widgets, type voting. Once you type voting, you see different voting. So but me, I prefer using this one, the one with simple ready. So once I'm done, I just click on setup, and then I would see what I'm actually working on. So it's food delivery solution, right? And then I would say, okay, I want to vote on selected object. So what will happen is I would highlight all the screen that I want to be voted on. That's all of these ideas that you people have said so far. And then I would say, okay, one person can vote for, let's make it two ideas or three ideas. So say let's one person can vote for two ideas per time. And then how many minutes do we have? We have 5 minutes to do this voting and then start voting. Once I click on start voting, it's going to create a voting section. Look at it now. Yeah, it has created a voting section. So you can now come to this place and start voting. So I'm going to vote for this one. Just click on the arrow up. I voted for that one. I still have one more vote left. So I'll now say, okay, which one should I go for? I'll go with Emmanuel's own. So I'll vote for this. You can see that I don't have any votes left again. I voted. So the next person should go and vote. Please, guys, go and vote. You have 4 minutes so that I'll show you what it would look like when you end the vote.
Sorry, I'm just coming in now. How did you say we would get to the how would vote? Sorry.
Come here and search. Come here and
Ma?
click on it. I
Come
said
inside.
you have to come here and search. Now this is the
Search.
reason why yeah, and search for voting section. Just type voting. Hello, you have one more vote left to cast. So
Hey. Search place, so I need to see the search place, so
close your tuba. Go to your tuba.
hey. Eh? I don't know.
So to set up a voting section on your tuba, can't you see my screen? On your toolbar, come here and click on this and type voting, and then you'd see it and just set it up. Okay, Emmanuel, you have one more vote. So guys, let's be fast. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Let's be fast.
Oh, me, I know Siamo.
That means your own Figma don't spoil.
Please, I couldn't vote too.
You cannot vote.
I don't see.
Can't you see the voting section here?
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
should drag this one again, no. People
Yes.
have come. So can you see my screen? Let me be sure that you can see my screen. Is it not you that say you
Yes,
cannot see that you're moving it? You're not moving it for
yes.
us.
Is it me that's doing this one? No.
Okay, so look at it. Eh.
Who is moving it? No,
Have you seen it now?
no. No.
I am moving. You people are moving. Yeah, everybody stop pressing anything first. Just stop first. More people are doing plenty voting section. I can see like 5 going on at the same time. Okay, this is what is going to happen. I'm going to delete everything now.
Okay.
Guys, everybody stop. Let's start back. Please don't start your own voting section. I know say you should start your own. Okay.
Say your name.
Okay, guys, calm down and so calm down, calm down, calm down. Slow, slow, slow. Remember that the first thing we did, who is moving our ideation board? Oh, oh yeah, everybody's chill, chill, chill. Let's take water. Let's take water. Okay, so are we all calm? Okay. So now that we have this, someone reminded me of recording. Okay, I'm recording. Now that we have this is how to do voting. For those of you that please, I don't know how to do it. Where do you pick your sticky notes, your tuba? You come down here and you would see this. Just click on it. Once you click on it, type search. It's under, okay, let me click on it. Let me clear this so that it will be this. So if I come here, if it's on all, leave it, come to widgets and then type voting. Once you type voting, it's going to appear.
Yeah.
Are we together?
Please start it again. Sorry, please do it again. I don't know what's wrong with this, you know. Okay, please do it again. Let me just see. Which kind of- Oh,
Calm down, calm down. just follow. So
Okay.
you come here and you pick and you click on it. Can't you see this part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your screen? Is this not showing on your
I'm
screen?
seeing it now. I'm seeing it now.
The once you click on this, come to widget, type voting. As you type voting, you would see a voting section. You see voting section, you see question and answer. Anyone you want to use. This is what I'm using.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm going to click on this one, voting. Then once I click on it, it will bring up this small panel, and I'll see set up voting section. And then once I click on set up voting section, it will ask me, what am I voting on? Remember, this is our ideation board. What are we doing with our ideation board? We are doing food delivery solution. So I'll just, or you type anything you want. I'll say, what are we voting on our ideation board? Let me use this. So where are we voting? You can vote on entire board or selected portion. So I'm going to do selected objects. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to select all of your suggestions, all the suggestions that is here. So I'll select it to the end. And then I'll say, click on how many votes per person, depending on what you want to do. If you want everybody to have 2 votes, so let's say you are looking for the 5 best ideas or you're looking for the 2 best ideas, you just set the vote to 2 votes per person. And then how many hours in the world do you have? We don't have the whole time in the world. You can set it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on the time you want to use. So let's say I'm setting it for 5 minutes. Please, who is creating another one? And then I just say start voting. If you want to create another one, you can create it on your own Figma, not here. So once I say start voting, it's going to open the voting section for me somewhere. So start voting. There's nothing to vote on. So because of so I'll come back here and select this again. And then I'll say start voting. So now that we have the board, let's come back and vote. Vote on the idea that you want. Okay, so yeah. That's all you have one. That's all you have one. One more vote. Someone has deleted it. Okay, it's still there voting. But can you guys see it now? Can you guys see what I'm saying now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I can see that people are creating individual boards. That's nice. So you could do it here. Let's just assume that this is our play section today. So after today, you will not join my own board again. You have to be creating your individual boards to practice. But for now, you can be creating. So just because it is class, so you can be creating. So if you feel like you still don't get how to set it up, you can set it up. Like you can use this board, set up another section. So create. While you're creating, remember to vote on mine. I can see that some person is already doing vote on entire board and you're having issues. I can see this one is doing vote on selected board. This is my own. Please, now people should stop moving my own. You can create your own without moving mine. My timer is ticking. So this is what we are doing, right? Everybody, if you are on this board, right, try to create a voting section with what I have here. So you know what you do. This board is big enough. Can you see what I'm doing? You can always go to another place and do it. The board is big, oh, very big. It looks like I have to delete mine, and I'll be calling you guys one after the other to come and set up. So who is having difficulty? Let's start with someone that is having difficulty.
Come now.
If you're
I
having
can't.
You.
I
Come now.
can
okay,
you hello? Can you
so,
hear me?
so yeah, I can hear you.
So I try setting up and I cannot click on anything. I can't even type the topic.
Okay, so you know what is going to happen now. I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll stop sharing my screen, and then let's do it one after the other so I would understand so that you share your screen, right? So who is going first? Go to me, will you go first?
Eh? I beg you. Leave me alone.
Who is going first? Who wants to share his or her screen? Okay, I've seen somebody. I don't duplicate the screen.
I was came back to end. But there's nothing like that. Yeah, okay. I still go more to go keep it.
Now nobody wants to go.
Okay,
I
I was
thought we are finishing. Joy,
Keep
you go first.
asking.
Oh, okay. So I'm making you co-hosts so that you can
Okay.
share your screen. Let me stop sharing my own screen. Or let me change this to all participants can share their screen. Okay. So I think I've stopped sharing my screen. Sorry, let me.
Don't always but today.
Okay. So I've stopped sharing my screen now. You can share your screen. Guys, if you are not asked to talk, okay. Joy, you can share your screen now, and let's see where you're having difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Everything we're working on just wiped out.
Figma. Yeah.
I just have to
Uh,
say sorry. Okay, coming up. All right.
yeah. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You okay?
Widgets. Yes, widgets.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So is this? I'm seeing
Yeah.
a lot. Is this mine?
You're seeing what?
Is this mine?
So, no, that's not yours.
I'm seeing a lot and really love it.
That's the thing. People are going to move. So now you have ready to vote, right? This is your own. This is your own. The one you just created is on top. Just locate it. Click on the ready to vote. You see setup. There's a setup on this app that you just brought down now.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you can now set up what are you voting on? Ideation board. Yeah. So
Okay.
vote on selected. No, so now there's nothing to vote. That's because you've not selected the stuff that.
Okay. So I have to select this all.
Yeah, just no, not from the starting. Start from where people started giving their content from that sticky note. Yes, select the sticky note. Select all that you want, and then you start. Okay,
Yes.
that's it. Yes, then start voting section. So have you, once you click on it, it's going to open a voting section. Yeah, look at it, it has opened a voting section for you. So just drag what is just opened for you. The reason, yes, have you seen it? So take it to wherever you want to take it and allow people to come and vote. The reason
Okay.
why it's
So
like this is because we have a lot of people doing it at the same time. See your voting section here. This is it here. Voting in progress. Can you see voting in progress? No,
okay.
voting in progress, ideating board. You can now move that whole voting thing and take it to a free space.
Am I moving it already? Okay, I can see what I'm moving.
Yes. Are you moving? You're not moving voting board though. You're moving. The thing is that so many persons are working on the same board at the same time. So you guys
I
are making the whole space look. See the voting board. Always click on it. Can you see it? That's it. See the head.
see.
Yes, that's it. That's even not your own. That's another person's own. See your own here. Yes, this one that has voting section, ideation board, that's yours. When you want to move something, move it from the top, from the family.
Okay, I've seen my name.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. This fine.
yeah, yeah. So people can start voting. You too, you can vote first, and then you would see this. Then
Okay.
when you are done voting, once it's done, you just need to click on end voting section, and then you see your results. So you
Yes.
just see it that hello just voted. So that's how to set it up. It's simple.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, so if you want to end it, let them see what happens when you end voting section. It will ask you, are you sure you want to end it? Yes, okay. And then it's going to give you a result elsewhere. Have you seen the result?
Okay. So I can stop sharing now.
Yes, yes, share. You can stop sharing. So who else wants to share screen? Everybody has, you can start sharing your screen.
I can share.
Okay, yeah, you can share.
Okay.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Okay, so you set up yours. Very simple as that. So if you know that you can set it up, right, let's give room for people that can't. Let them set it up. So is there any person that cannot set it up with all the oh, is there anybody that cannot set it up? We've checked mine, we've checked Joy, we've checked so if you cannot set it up, you can share your screen and let's take it up. I want us to move away from this and go to research today. Okay, so since nobody's saying anything, everybody, we are good to go, right? Are we good to go? Okay.
Yes.
All right, we are good to go. So let me leave this and let's go back to. Okay, so let's go to user research. Give me a minute. Let me check for this file. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry. If I cannot find it, okay, I've seen it. It's not open. No. Okay, it's downloading first. All right. Sure, we know that there's evil UX. Guys, do we know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So there's evil UX. Those kind of UX that will stress users. Those ones are those ones are what we call evil UX. So anything you want to do and you know that it will stress users, yeah, going to the parts where you now join the coven, the place for witches and wizards. Yeah, we do the good ones, not the evil ones. Yeah, it is spiritual. Oh. Okay, anything that will stress users is actually very spiritual. So I'm going to share this book. Now, please, guys, I know that I've promised you people plenty things. The same way I have plenty things in my head. So someone should just take it upon yourself to just type the list of things I'm supposed to give to you guys so that I don't forget it again. So you don't blame me. It is said that we all have short-term memory, so it's not my fault, right? Okay, so let's go to research. What is user research? What is user research? User research is just a way, an approach that we use to understand our users. Sorry, maybe it's an approach that we use to understand our users in order to gain insights that would help us to that will help our design process, right? It will help us to understand who our users are, their needs, their attitudes, their pain points, and their behavior. So basically, that's what user research is. So the thing is, if you don't do research, it means that you are building a product for yourself and not your users. Um, Research is something that is very, very important because you can't tell me that you want to solve my problem without knowing my problem. If you assume my problem, then it is bad. So that is what user research is. User research is basically asking your users questions to understand better the problem that they are facing. And now we have two types of research. We have the qualitative kind of research and we have the quantitative kind of research. And it is very simple, right? Quantitative has to do with numbers. And it has to do with numbers, the number of people that fill your research. That's quantitative. Then if you want to do a research where you have a lot of series of yes or no question and you're not bothered about the users. Okay, is there anything on the chat? Yes, please, all the things I've promised you guys, someone should just collate everything and send it on the group so that I know what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. All right, so quantitative research, right, is number-based research. It is very useful because that's the kind of research that you do when you get a lot of people. So it's just like saying 100 people are in this room. I give 100 people a survey, or I ask 100 people a particular question and they answer. That way I'm able to know the what's it called, the what I want to solve based on their response. Okay, I think we've something has skipped. Okay. So what is the purpose of quantitative research? Guys, you know why I'm using different materials to like do this, so that you get to know that there's no one way of learning UI UX, right? There's no one way of learning product design. You could go online and type user research and get it. So that way, even if you get you are opportune to explain it to somebody, you are not stuck when you don't have your resource. So that's why. So types of user research, I've said it, qualitative and quantitative. So what is the purpose of qualitative research? It always answers questions like why. It's you mostly use observation. You observe and you interpret, then you group common data together. But for quantitative, the answer is how many, how much, statistical results. It has to test, then analysis. That means you have to analyze what you've gotten so far. So, but if you want to solve a problem, right, you want to solve a problem that you need qualitative research, that means you need to ask questions to people. So for quantitative research, it has to do with the number of people that you give, quantity, but quality has to do with how unique it is to the person that you are researching or the person that you're doing this research with. So for qualitative, you can use five people out of your target audience and then still get a result out of it. The main difference is based on the data. One has to do with numbers and the other one has to do with the quality. That means quality of the research that you do. Now, the best way to conduct a research is to join the two methods together. That's the best way to do a research. You do qualitative and you also do quantitative. So how do you ask the right questions? Qualitative research takes time to learn, and like everything, it happens with practice. So if you want to get good at it, you need to normalize asking your users questions as often as you can. So for instance, if you're a startup, right, do open-ended Twitter surveys weekly or even daily, just to get people's response based on what you're doing. Now, the most difficult part of this work, right, is talking to users. If you don't like talking to people, remember on the first day of this class, I said something that you cannot be an introvert in this class, and that one of the skills you need to learn is communication, because you have to always communicate with people. So the thing is, you need to learn how to communicate. You need to have a soft skill of learning to talk to people. Now, there's a difference between user research and market research. Both of them are research that you do, but one has to do with you trying to do the problem of your users, while the other one has to do with you looking at the market, if it's something that would work. So let's say, for instance, I want to do food delivery app for it. I like food delivery app a lot. So I want to do food delivery app. Now, the first set of people I need to talk to are my users, right? I'm doing users research to know their pain point and all of that. Now, the next thing, when it comes to market research, what you are looking at is you're trying to see if that particular product is now in the market. What is the market for it? What is the demand for it? How many competitors do you have? And how are the competitors doing? That's where you now hear things like PAM, SAM. You now see things like total addressable market, serviceable addressable market. You now be asking yourself, how many $1 billion is this market? Is this something that if I put my head, I will make money based on what is already existing in the market? But that one is not really your thing to do. Mostly business owners, right? It's mostly business owners that do that particular kind of research. Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we've talked about qualitative and quantitative research. That will look at the different methods that you can use from each of this research. So we have what we call the gorilla testing. So this kind of research is mostly a cheap kind of research. So what you do is you go into, you observe these people. So you observe these people, take pictures of them, review their sketches, or sometimes you can just do an online testing, a remote usability testing to know what they do. This is under qualitative. Now, another form of research we do here is what we call the interview. Now, this is like a one-on-one conversation with somebody to with a set of questions that you've already set to understand them, to describe their thoughts, their feelings, what they feel about the product, and all of that. And then we have the focus group, right? The focus group is when you have few persons, and then you are you now have a conversation. Maybe there's a topic. So let's say we want to do something about football, or want to know the best coach in the whole world, and then we now say Arsenal coach is the best coach, and we have team of people that are Arsenal fan, Man U fan, and all of that, and you put it up for discussion and people discuss. So that's focus group. It's always participatory. People would always participate to talk what they based on the topic that have been said. And then we have the field study. So for field study, right, this is when you head into the user's environment and observe them. So let's say you want to know how Fulani people cultivate Fuga Dununu. I'm just saying they are not the ones that produce it, right? But you want to know how they are able to do that. And because you know that they do a lot of Fuga Dununu in the north, you have to go to the north and then observe how they are able to do it. And then we have in-lab testing. In-lab testing and field study, almost the same thing. But for in-lab testing, right, what you're doing is you're bringing users into a controlled environment. So there's an environment where these users are, and then you tell them to do things. And while they are doing it, you observe them, you take pictures of them, you take videos of them. And then there's card sorting. I think I explained this on the first day, where I said that this card sorting helps you to understand information architecture very well. It will help you to do your naming convention. So card sorting is very simple. You have different, so let me get a picture of card sorting so it won't be like YouTube. So let's go to YouTube. Card sorting. I want to see an example. Okay, so let's use this side. Let's use this. What is card sorting? Can you hear anything on my screen? Can you hear it?
Card sorting is a research method used by
Okay.
UX designers, information architects, and other professionals to help understand how our users view, categorize, and label content. It's a really cheap and useful way to get valuable feedback from your users fast. The process is much like it sounds. You write down all of the discrete elements that you wish to organize onto cards, and then ask participants to collect them into groups that make sense to them. This helps UX professionals structure content that's easy to navigate, which is one large component of creating a successful information architecture. The process of organizing content is fraught with questions. What group or category should this element live in? Card sorting will help you answer these questions, and here are some specific examples. Classifying the products in an e-commerce store, organizing questions in an FAQ section, or untangling a really complex sitemap. One of the great things about card sorting is that it doesn't need to be confined to strictly client projects. You can use card sorting to help solve internal problems like folder structures or how to prepare an upcoming business presentation. Ultimately, card sorting is a group exercise to help you establish the best way to structure your website. For much larger scale websites, having a good, solid structure and navigation is crucial for a good user experience, and card sorting will help you do this.
Okay, so this person did not even show us card sorting experiment. Oh, just you give us. So I can easily explain it, but I'm looking for like an experiment that, okay, since they cannot explain it, since I cannot find any experiment online, so this is how we are going to do it. Now for card sorting, right? So imagine that, I think I've explained it before on the first day, but this is for people that were not around. You have, okay, I can do this. Let's go back to my fig jam. I just hope that people have not scattered the fig jam. Okay, so let me come here and do a card sorting experiment, right? So let's assume that I have this. Let's assume that I have this, right? And under this, I say this is, what are we doing? Classifying, let's use classifying food. Food. This is what we want to do in card sorting. How many classes of food do we have? We have protein. Why is this thing small? We have protein. It's been long ago. We have, what is this? Carbohydrates. We have fat and oil, right?
Yeah.
Guys, which other food category do we have?
Mineral salt.
We have carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins.
Mineral salts,
Vitamins.
vitamins.
Carbohydrates,
And water.
mineral.
What are part of food?
Is what about there?
So which kind of water are we now going to put? So let me change the colors, right? I don't want these colors to be the same. Yeah. Okay, so we have them. Now let me go to ChatGPT. Examples of food. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I think it has given me some. Okay, water is actually a class of food though. So we have things like herbal tea. We have things like, so let's assume that, yeah, the things I just copied now. This phone wants to stress me. Okay. I'm trying to post it on the group. Don't worry, it will soon come. I'm trying to butter. So I think I will not write all. I won't write all, just these few. Okay, so let's assume that we have all of these examples. And these examples, right, I've posted it on the WhatsApp group. So these are the examples. Now, each of these are like cards. Someone should come and help me now. Someone should help me. Let's just write each one in each card. So it will be cards like this, right? You get. So it's like this, and then we have another card that has bread. So each of these, right, we just put it there. Or let's just do like 5 of these. We don't need to do all of these. Let me pick. Let me pick milk. Like we really don't need to do all. If you can do like 5, is okay. All right, so I think let's just leave it at this. If not, if we try to do all of this, we'll spend the whole day here. Coconut oil. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, butter. So I think let's stop here. Let's stop here. Let's just add pepper and stop. All right, so imagine that we have all of these things scattered. And let's say, so I'm going to move this to this side so that we would have space. So we have all of this, right? And you guys are users. And I'm saying, I have all of these classes of food, but I don't know where each of these food belong. And that's okay, come and help me with card sorting as per my users. Come and help me. Let's try to arrange this thing. And that's okay. I have all of these cards here with the different foods, right? It is there. So just pick any card that you like and arrange it where you have to, where it's supposed to be. So remember that we will have these cards plenty. We'll have rice like 10 or 20. And I'm also okay, let's be arranging. So guys, people that are here, so I now carry milk. And I come and say, okay, milk should be under protein. This should be this should be that. You get, so I'll just start listing it. And then if my head is paining me, I'll now come and say, no, milk is carbohydrates. Milk is carbohydrate and not protein. So if you are a product designer with all of these now, let's say you have like, after counting, after doing your card sorting, and you have 15 people put rice in carbohydrate, what that means is rice will be in carbohydrates. If a lot of people put water under fat and oil, that is where you are going to arrange that water. So is the explanation clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Okay, very clear, right?
but I want to ask, can I go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the card sorting, is there a link to the user for them to do the categorization?
If there's a link to the users,
Yes, because I think it's the users that determine all this, right?
yes. So now in research, right? Now there are tools where you can get your users. Like there are tools where you can get users, but if you can't get them, the best way to always target your users are on social media. So you create what you want to create. So I think you can do card sorting. Yeah, let me see. Let me type this card sorting. Okay, I can already see some. This is card sorting activity. This is card sorting. So you can just add these templates. You don't need to do that one, templates. And then these are the cards. These are the groups. Can you see it? So like I told you, there's a lot of templates on Figma. This one is even very, you can see instructions here. So you can put instructions. So the instruction is to click and drag any card from the top. That's the top here. Click and drag any card from the top. So all the cards that you keep here, and then drag it into the group section from the scrambled section into the group section. You can create as many group as you want, and users can have links. So if you have any question, this activity will be moderated. To join the call with your moderator, click on this to join the call. So that's when you set a call. And then you see about this template, card sorting, quick tip. This is what you do. This is the sticky note. These are the stickers and all of that. So let's assume that the group that you have, just like we have carbohydrates, let's say carbohydrates, protein, fat and oil, vitamins, and then all the cards that you put here, rice, beans, you just scramble them and start putting all the cards here. And then you now say people should now take this card from here to here. So if you're doing it in an environment like this, you're doing it on FigJam, you cannot copy the link just the way I copied the link, copy the link for people to be able to edit, and then you maybe run ads with it. But if you have a user, especially if it's a startup and you guys already have your users and you want your users to do it, you just go copy their email address. The same way that companies used to send you messages and say they are currently doing, what's it called? Some companies will send you a message that we are currently doing a company, blah, 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 blah. Please help us to be able to do this. We are currently we want to hear from you. Give us feedback. That's how they used to say it. We want to hear from you. Give us feedback. And then, so these are the things that you do for it. All right, so let's go back. That's clear, right? Yes, sorry. So
Yes.
if it's clear, I can. So with what we've done today, let me clear my FigJam so that nobody will see anything. Cleared my FigJam. So if you're on this screen, you see nothing. All right, so next thing is quantitative research method, and then we have our user survey. User survey is when you ask questions in a structured format. That means you're targeting your audience. So there's something I need to send to you guys now. Yeah, I'm looking for the design school. Design school. Okay. Thank God I have seen it. Oh, I didn't send it to this. Oh. I think I sent it to B. Design school B. All right, so let me send this. Once you see it, let me know. DigiGap 6.0. This is one. And this is two. Are you guys seeing it?
Yes.
Let's be doing this. Okay, the last one is hard. The last one is large. So let me just finish sending. Okay, so while that is sending, right? Let's talk about first click test. So this is a kind of test where you do with your users to know where they get to like click first when they are using your product. So it's just like I give you an app to open, and I give you my phone and I say take my phone, and then I observe where the first place you go to. For me, if you give me your phone and say I should take your phone, the first place I will go to is your bank app so that I can transfer money. But some persons will rush and go to message to go to anywhere. So first click testing is you set up a project or you set up something for users and see where they would click first when they want to do a particular thing. And then we have eye tracking, just like first and click. Eye tracking is you try to look at your users eye to eye and observe where they are looking and all of that. It's like it's expensive. It's very expensive to do, because just imagine how you measure the gaze of people's eyes, what they are looking at. Then we have heat mapping, which is the visual mapping of data showing how users click and scroll through your website. So you could get like what's it called, a visual, just know where they click per time. Then we have web analytics. It's mapping. They have tools for doing all of those things. Web analytics, where you gather data from the website to know, okay, where are these people where are they clicking, where are they going, and Google Analytics is the best. Then A and B, where you compare two versions of a website to know which one converts more. So now that we have, okay, I don't know if this last one I've sent, but now that we've done that, the next thing I want us to look at is research questions. So let me share these things to my laptop. Okay. So big tax is coming, and that's why I want to rush and give us remaining time so that we can go and use it to. Let me open this. Open with cool. Qualitative and quantitative. Okay, so we are done with research types. So all these are deliverables. I would also share this book, just remind me. Okay, now the next thing is for qualitative kind of research, right? For quantitative, so let's do quantitative first. For quantitative kind of research, you have a template. Why does research matter? You know all these things, there's no need to do it, right? For quantitative, we mostly use surveys and we ask people questions that will lead us to our answer. Yes, Mary, to answer your question, the class is being recorded and the link will be sent after the class. So it might take a few hours for it to process. Then once it's done processing, it will give you. So these are 35 standard questions that you can ask during research. Now, the first one is a customer intro question. So these questions are aimed to fill in the gap about your users' day-to-day activities that may not be answered in souvenirs. So you want to know how their typical day look like. So for instance, if you're doing food delivery now, asking questions about how my day look like is very valid, because you need to know how busy I am and how busy I am to know if that it's going to work for me. You need to know when they normally use the internet when they wake up. You need to know the website that they use more. You need to know about their role in their company, any lifestyle that is related to what you do. So lifestyle around, do you drink, do you smoke, so all of those questions, right? They might be personal questions, but sometimes it's needed. And then the next kind of question you need to ask are topic specific questions, where you ask about their relationship with food or what you're trying to do. Remember, their relationship with dash, the topic, right? How they currently go about when they want to eat. How do they get food? Now, how do they get food? If you want to find food, now what's your means of getting food? How much time do you spend on trying to get food? When was the last time you tried to get food? What's your biggest pain point related to getting food? Why do you keep getting food? Why is it important to you? What type of workarounds have you created? So some people will tell you that they have. So for me, for any time I'm at next factory, right? If their office assistant is around, that's the person that gets me food. If he's not around, child deck to the rescue. Then you need to ask how what does the problem impact other area of their life. If I don't eat, I won't be able to talk, I won't be able to teach. What other products or tools have they tried? I've tried Glovo, I've tried Child Deck. Do you pay for any of these tools? Yes. So these questions are long, right? The next one is products opportunity questions, where you get to ask them the type of products, what they think about products. So for this one, it's not when you're starting now you get. So this one is mostly around when you have a demo. You have a demo, maybe you are doing usability testing. You can now start asking questions about how they think about the product. You can now ask why they trust this product, and then you have the product reaction question. These questions are meant to help identify issues. So it's supposed to identify issues about the product, if anything is wrong with it. So this is like some of the questions. So I've sent it on the group chat, so you could read this one after the other. But now let's quickly jump to qualitative template, right? How do you ask questions like this? You can ask demographic questions. What is your age? What is your gender? What is your occupation like? So usage pattern. How often do you order food? Daily, several time? For what purpose do you use this? For personal purpose or professional? How satisfied are you with the current this thing that you use? Very satisfied, not satisfied? How often or how easy is it for you to use it? What kind of feature? You've seen questions like, which feature do you use the most in this particular this thing? Is it the delivery or this? How important is this feature to you? What improvement would you like? Additional comments. And then when we come to qualitative, right, you are asking them to tell you a little about themselves, their role. How do you currently do this? Remember that this is an interview, so it has to also be interactive. What challenges or frustrations do you face when using a product or service? Can you describe a recent experience where you encountered a problem with this that you start asking these questions? So this is like a template. I've even made it very easy for you guys. There's a template that you just need to follow and put in your idea. So now the last thing I want to show us, because I'm going to give us time to go and do it. Our class is supposed to end by 5, but I also understand that we need to do some tasks. So what is going to happen, right? You use the remaining time to create both qualitative and quantitative research questions and submit, so that I can vet it and then you send it out. So by Tuesday, you send it from now till Tuesday. So by Tuesday, we would have gotten responses, and then we can now move to using those responses to now start creating personas and all of that. So we've gotten to the part where there will be a lot of work. So let's see like a sample. How many persons can use Google form here? If you cannot use it, no need to be shy. That's why we are here. Okay, so I think everybody can use it.
I can't use it though. I don't know how to create a form.
Okay, so I'm going to show us. But first off, I want to show you a form I created. So I have created a lot of forms. So we'll start with this one. Open a new tab, and then we'll start with this one. Open a new tab. Now this is food delivery. Food delivery solution. You can see how many persons we have here, 50 responses, right? So I started with, hi there, I appreciate you, or we appreciate you for taking our time to fill this. Kindly note that, kindly provide your honest feedback to the questions asked. It will only take 5 minutes of your time. So you see our question: gender, what category of age do you belong? What state are you from? Do you consume fast food? How often do you consume fast food? On an average of dash dash, how much do you spend per week? Which among the following describes your employment status? You can see that it's already on that template that I already gave. How much do you earn on a monthly basis? Please indicate how you felt about the last food you ordered. If there's a service, would you use it? See, how satisfied on a scale of 1 to 10, then give me answers. Then if you check this one on gadgets, you'd see that I have 103 responses. 103 responses. My question: gender, location, what gadgets do you currently use? Laptop, phone. On a scale of these, how dependent are you on your gadget? How often do you experience issues with your gadget? When you encounter a problem with your gadget, how do you solve it? Do it yourself, professional repair this? Have you ever faced a situation where you can't afford to repair your gadget? So you see, so these questions are questions that you can always ask. Then there's a section 2, join our wait list. This is optional. That's for people that if you want to target them immediately, you can tell them to join your wait list so that when you launch, you can send them emails and all of that. So this is how you can set this. Like, these are questions, or these are surveys that I've done. So for us to create a survey, you just need to go to docs.google.com. Like, open your Google Doc. Once you open your Chrome, right, you would see this here. Click on it, Google Apps, then go to Google Form. Once you go to Google Form, to open like this, and then you can say create a blank form. And then you put in the title. The title, this is, let's say, food delivery. Let's say, therapy app. Let's do another thing, therapy. Why is this thing doing this? Therapy. So you now start with description. Hi there. Idea. I'm not going to type, oh, thank you for filling this form, or anything you want to type, but it should be something that will captivate them. And then you start asking your questions here. You'd be like, what's your name? That's if you want name. If you want to ask name, but most times it's not advisable to ask name because some people will not put this up, but I can still put it, what is your name? Then this should be like a short answer. Then you duplicate here. How old are you? Age. Then you put your age distance. So the age will be multiple choice. So you start putting the age, 18 to 25. You add more, you add them to your, then once you are done, you duplicate. You ask the next question, come here, look for what you want to use. If it's paragraph, short answers, drop down, or anything, right? And then till you ask all your questions. Once you're done asking your questions, what you need to do is just the same way you send. That's how you do it. You copy the link, come to link. You see that you shorten the link, and then copy the link and send it out to people to start filling it. So just like this, I have all my questions, and then I have my questions here, and you can see my response. So now the task is, I want you to use this, I've sent you this one, I sent this, create 15 quantitative research questions on Google Form. So yeah, I'm coming. 15 questions. So you're creating 15 questions using all the tips I've given you on how to set quantitative, sorry. You're creating 15 research questions, and then you survey questions, and then you're creating 5 interview questions. Is it clear? 15 questions, Now you would ask, what are you using to create it? Remember that on the first day I said you guys should think of a problem that you want to solve. And using that problem or that idea, that is what you'll be using to create this. So for those of us, with those that are just joining, that joined yesterday, you are to think of a problem. So it could be around, maybe you've tried to buy airtime before and they debited, you did not get it. That is the
Hello,
problem.
ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
I have a question.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Turn down your
We
phone
have I have
volume.
a product
Your
on
phone,
mine.
your phone, your
So can I
phone, your
use the
phone.
product for the survey?
That's what I'm explaining. The product that you have in your mind, that's what you're using. I'm not giving you a product.
Okay. Because I
You're
have a
using,
product already.
yeah, you're using a product that you've already thought of.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, so
What
Rotimi is
about
just
we that we've not thought of any problem to
you go
solve
and
like
think of products now. If you've not thought of anyone, go to ChatGPT. Tell him. So there are different products. You can decide to just carry Uber. You know that you're just learning, right? You don't need to start a new product from your head. You can say your issue is people not getting this. It could be shared ride hailing service. So anything now, it could be existing, right? You're just using it to learn. It's not like you have to create a full business from your head. Just based on the ideas we have, different stuff. We have food delivery, Uber, we have Gigi, that's marketplace. We have what other one do we have? A lot. We have health, we have education. So each of these field, just pick one thing that you want to do, but at the end of the day you should end up doing, like, it should be an app. So it can be fintech app, any of those apps, right?
Excuse me, I have a question, please. Can I go? Can I go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and so what if you are trying to create an app for young people? Do you need for that age question? Do you need to add like the higher numbers?
Yes. No. So the thing is based on your age limit, right? If your age limit is 10 years, that's you're using teenagers and it's teenager, okay, 18, I'll be 19. You end in 19. So if your target audience are way older than that, that's when you add all of this.
Okay, thank you. Please, I want to get you right. You
Okay.
said 15 qualitative questions
Yes.
and
15
what?
quantitative and
Quantitative
5
questions,
qualitative, yes.
5 qualitative. So there's no interview again.
That's the interview now. Qualitative is the
Okay,
interview
okay.
question.
Okay. 15 qualitative.
Okay, guys, I just sent attendance, right? Fill in the attendance. Apparently, we need to end this meeting in 4 minutes. So we'll continue our conversation. Let's go to our group chat and disturb ourselves. I will do a voice note to explain any other thing you want me to explain. So Mary, everything is on the group chat. I've sent this, yeah?
Please don't be annoyed. Can you explain this assignment in voice notes? Can you send it to the group?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I would do. Yeah,
thank you.
I'll do it right now. Okay, guys, fill the attendance, please. So what is the topic for today? Today we have done so many things. Just put research. Boss, are they fine now? I miss your call.